It's so boring here. I wanted to go hang out at my brother's house earlier, but my Uncle Cram completely flipped out. He's so overprotective.
Helicopter parent.
I did end up spending some time with Polynices, though, because after he told me not to, I just had to sneak out anyways. I do what I want. He can't stop me.
Typical teenager.
Better than some dads, though, who act so creepy they have a complex named after them.
Did I ever tell you about how I have a complex named after me?
Yes, Dad, yes. I know you have a complex named after you. You tell it as a conversation starter every time you meet someone. I honestly have no idea why you're so proud of stalking your own mom. But let me guess, that's part of the complex too.
I don't know. I think they kind of changed the definition after the third restraining order.
This is why Ismini moved out.
And I've regretted that day ever since. She was a fine young woman. I'll never be able to hold her hand again. I suppose it's okay, now that she doesn't really need any of her old man's help with boys or figuring out the cost of the latest fashions and thieves.
Dad, I think you should seriously consider solitary confinement before you end up having a daughter complex named after you too.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna go live with Mom now.
Your mom's dead.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go take a walk. Okay?
Oh. Daisy, I know that when we last met, I was just a young man who was kind of poor and would have done anything for your love if you had just taken him in. But I'm back now.
Oh, Gatsby, I'm sorry, but I have Tom now, and he has Myrtle, and she has her booze and her parties, so it's really quite full here. I'm sorry, I can't take you back.
But I have money now, and nice clothes.
I admit your sense of style has improved, and you filled out quite nicely.
What's more, I have clothes like these.
They're so expensive and so foreign. Oh, Gatsby, I can see how to love you again.
And what's more, there's my fancy parties at my fancy house.
I have heard the most interesting rumors about your parties. Say, is it true that...
It can be, if you want it to be.
Oh, well, that changes everything. There's no reason for us to be apart any longer now, my one true love.
Excellent! What about Tom and your kid?
Well, they have their babysitters, and don't remind me of those dreadful chores.
Right. Well, now that we're together again, we can enjoy all that America has to offer in the 1920s. Surely nothing will go wrong during this decade.
Tenants. Hey, so, what you doing?
I am analyzing this turtle.
What exactly about the turtle are you analyzing?
Well, you see how it puts its right leg forward. That is because the right leg is the majority, and that's the majority of Americans that are moving forward. But the left is in the dust, just like the oak in the dust bowl. And I've been throwing rocks at it for some time now, and it just keeps going. You know, it continues on, just like the Okies. And it suffers needlessly on its travels, just like the Okies. And it's just like the Great Wrath, you see, because it continues along, and it suffers needlessly, and it has all these symbols in it. But this one scene, this one turtle, renders the entire book redundant. The entire book, all those needless pages, absolutely worthless, thanks to this one turtle.
So, what does the road symbolize?
The road, of course. People.
I love you, Othello.
I love you. What is the raga? How dare you, filthy! Three o'clock! Oh man, oh.
Wait!
We're gonna die! Serpentine! No!
Give me your books!
And the fine?
Fine, 25 cents. God, librarians these days, so strict. Isn't that right, buddy? Oh.
Ah, yes. Man. Truly the greatest prey ever known to... man. Not like I could just hunt regular old animals with a smaller gun, or maybe a bow and arrow. Nope. Right to the heartless murder of my fellow human beings. They said I was mad to do it. They said General Zaroff was nothing but a bloodthirsty killer with a ridiculous accent. Well, who's laughing now? Not even my mother believed in me. She always said, Zara, stop trying to shoot the neighbor dog. Zara, stop trying to shoot the neighbor boy. Zara, stop trying to use your baby sister's bed. Honestly. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever been a pleasant person. I think my only real career option was to be a solitary maniac who hunts other people for sport. I'm so obviously evil. I do not mind being evil, I suppose. It's fun. But I find my villainy as subtle as a monster truck rally. How did this transfer guy not get the creeps the moment he saw me? Did I need to be twirling a mustache or petting a white cat for him to get the message? Huh. I don't even have any cats! All I have is dogs! There is nothing on this island except for me, the dogs, and Ivan. And honestly, you can only spend so many nights alone until you look for comfort. But really, that is where villainy has gotten me. Turning to dogs and mute giants for companionship and other things. And yet here I am, still hunting this idiot when I could be getting on that boat I have and go to Rio for a cheap night of drink and women. What is wrong with me? There are so many plot holes here, it is not even funny. Why does nobody suspect anything? Why does my house stay in such good condition despite only one employee? Why am I so obviously evil? Why do I bother to keep hunting this idiot? This works for me. Off to Rio.
I am never going to that park again. Right, so John actually had an accident on set. So some of the scenes that you've experienced were actually John being in pain. So
He put blood, sweat, and tears into this, and don't you forget it.
he did. We should get an A for John's effort. That was the ghost. That was the ghost.
This is Joe.
Daisy, I know the wee laugh. Look!
They're so expensive and so foreign. Oh my god.
And I have more clothes. See?
They're so expensive and so foreign.
Stop!